In the last video that I put up, there was a comment on there from Steve, Seaside Allotment, and he noticed that I put the wrong graphic up for the tomato, the crimson plum. It's quite right, it was the wrong graphic. But right at the end there was another plum tomato called Nigel, and somebody sent me a message a few months ago now that Nigel and crimson plum are exactly the same tomato. So if you look on the different websites and that, you want that type of tomato, if you look for the Nigel, you'll find that the seeds are slightly cheaper, so that's one to watch. Anyway, I've got some onions in the spare bedroom upstairs, and I'm starting to get a bit leggy now, so I could do with getting them out into here. These are coming on very, very nicely with no assistance at all. So what I'm going to do, the plan is to sort a bit of space out on the greenhouse, on the allotment, and I'm going to transfer these. I think there's 5 or 6 full trays of 24 onions in there. I'm going to shovel them down to that end there, and if we do get any cold nights, I've checked tonight, I think it's around about 9, so the temperatures are warming up. But if we do get a cold night at all, I've got some fleece that I can pop over the top and just give them that bit of extra protection. Okay, I'll go and sort the greenhouse out first. This greenhouse needs a good tidy up. Still got all the pots in and that one clearing. But I've got this sheet of polycarb here, and I've got a couple of, I don't know if you can see them, metal wire frames that I've just popped on and they're resting on the top. And that'll do nicely there to store the onions. If we do get a cold night, I can always pop a bit of fleece over the top. Right, let's go and get them. Right, that's freed up 1.5 of the Vegepod. Give me plenty of room then for pricking the other stuff out. Right on the end, I'll put the couple of pots of leeks as well. I think they need a bit of feed because they don't seem to be putting much growth on. And another couple of pots there on the end, a couple of trays of the brassicas, and them just starting to pick up now. I'm just tidying up the first of the carrot beds now. I've had the top off about 2 or 3 days because we've had some rain. The compost in here was quite dry, so I've let the rain get in and it's wetted it quite nice. Not too much, but it's enough to give it damp and to soak down. Once I've held all this, got all the weeds out, what I do then, I'll give it about 3 or 4 watering cans of the comfrey juice out of the barrel, soak that in and let it feed. That goes down, and then what I do then, I'll get the old spent potato compost from last year then, sieve it, and I use that for the top 150mm, 6 inches, and that's what I sow direct into. Then once the carrots get down, they eat the food into this soil here. So I'm going to get that sorted now before the rain comes. Surprisingly, no smell. It's been sitting for that long. Oh, freezing cold out there. Right, that's that Vegepod empty, and the only thing left there now, I've got 2 little tubs, Celery and Celery, and I'm going to be pricking them out into cell trays. The trays I'm using, these 24 ones, these are from Garland. They're called the premium range. If you're looking at these, do be careful that it is premium because they do a similar range which are much more flimsy. These are quite tough, as you can see, not as tough as the container wise, not far behind though, and the holes are not as big. But at the same time, I'm about 1/3 the price. I think these will work out about £2.50. I'll put a link underneath where I get them from anyway. And so, looking after these, keeping them clean and that, and these will last for years. Anyway, I'm going to start pricking them out, and I'll bring you back when I've finished. Here's a close look at the seedlings, and for some that might seem a little bit cramped and overpacked, but that's the stage that I like to prick these out at, because I see quite a few people pricking them out at a much earlier stage, and I think they do suffer. By putting them out now into the cell trays, they'll pick up within a day or 2 and start putting more growth on. So that's the celery there, and the other side we have the celeriac. The compost I'm using for this is some clover, peat-free stuff. And what I've done, I've given it a little dusting of bloodfish and bone. I'm just going to work that in, then we'll start potting them up. I've started pricking some lettuce out now. These are the oak leaf Navara, and put them out in the 24 cell trays. These do grow quite rapid, so if you've got any soil that's suspect or something, sow a few lettuce seeds and they'll tell you whether it's any good or not. Anyway, carry on with these. Hopefully this will fill the full tray. So here we are, that's the celery and the celeriac planted out. I think I've got about 48 of the celery and about 15, 18 of the celeriac. Moving across here, that's the lettuce. There's the oak leaf Navara and the other one is the Summerlolo Rosso. I put them in here to give them a bit more humidity, and that usually perks them up once the shock of the transplanting. And so once they've picked up there, they'll probably end up down the allotment greenhouse. This Rootiliser potato mist has almost come to an end now. I've been spraying these probably every third or fourth day, so they've had a good treatment. These are Charlottes. The ones below are Charlottes are untreated. So during the next few weeks I'll be putting these into the 30 litre containers, potting them up, and we'll see how they perform against each other during the season. I'd like once again to thank Andermatt for producing this for trial. They have provided a 15% discount for anybody what's interested, Muddy15. If you want to go and have a look at their website, I'll put a link underneath. They've also got other gardening products in the range, including biodegradable fleece and also some insect mesh. I'm going to feed the worms. I've got some kitchen scraps, some vegetables, and also some porridge out. So if we open the bin and have a look inside, when you open the bin or the lid, always check around the outside. If you see any stray worms, obviously collect them, but usually that's a sign of one or two things. Either the bin is empty and lacking food, or there's something in there they don't like. You can see inside here, if you just take a look right the way down there, there's plenty of worms, and lift it up here. But in there, oh, there's loads in there, look at them. And there's like little white things, them are called springtails as well. So I'll just put a few of these veg in. I do put some scraps of shredded paper as well, but this is just veg at the moment. Oh, it stinks a bit. Open that, spread it all about a bit. And also give them a little dusting with the cheapest porridge outs I like. Cover that back up. These are carpets in here, and what I do, put the pile facing each other. If you keep them moist, the worms will actually breed in between the gaps, as you can see probably here. There's still plenty more down here. Plenty in here. Look at all them in there. So I'll just top this side up. The bin on the other side next to me on the left, that there is the one I'm actually harvesting out. So I'm trying to collect the worms and put them into here, but this one's nearly topped up now. Just to bring you up to speed, folks, I've been pricking out the tomatoes and potting them on, and that's some I've already done. I've got brassicas here what need doing. Them are starting to go a bit leggy, but I can plant them deep. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with these. Well, I've been pricking these tomatoes out. I've had a look at the wider picture, and I think next year I'm going to be using my grow lights again. I don't think the plants have done as good as he was. I think it was 2 years ago. Last year I didn't use lights. I had very good onions, but I've had poor germination on quite a lot of stuff. I know some of the seed was out of date, but even the brassicas have gone like legged. I'm struggling for light. So next year I'm going to be getting my lights back out. I'm just having a tidy up now with the Vegepod. This has been left for, I don't know, Septemberish. You can see some overripe radish in here. But what's in here? Bonus crop. I've got some lovely beetroot, as you can see. So I'm going to pull them up and I'll show you what we've got when I've finished. That's what we managed to collect. Not a lot, but for this time of year, not too bad. These was bolt-hard in. I think these were sown around about September. And so I completely forgot about them, but it's a bonus crop for me anyway. That's about it for this one. Many thanks for watching. I think in the next one we'll be having a look at getting the Vegeta raised bed in action and planting the autumn raspberries. So until then, I'm Nigel Dukes, and thanks for watching the MuddyBootz allotment.